So,
If
welcome
I,
back to another episode
Image,
of
excuse
From
me.
Boys to Men.
Alright,
Today,
sorry about
we've got a few questions like before. However, we've got 4 scenarios and 1 question. So, just have to introduce everyone. My name is Joe and Sheffield, the host for today. We've got Dre, aka DeAndre, in the studio. We've got Craig chilling. We've got Mac Beats in his penthouse.
hey, come
We
on.
got Hamza just chilling again. Mr. Jeffrey, aka Tatenda. Can't see him, but he's there. And we got Tatenda just come through. But today, as I said, boys, we just got 4 scenarios.
Hold on, bro. What does the guy say?
I can't see him, but he's there.
Hey,
So then we got Tatenda as well, just join. Scenario number 1. If you got to choose between 50 years of being incredibly happy or to live forever and be unhappy, what would you choose?
50 years of happiness.
50 years of happiness or
Yes,
forever
easy choice.
unhappy?
Yeah.
50
50
years.
years of happiness.
50
Wait.
years of happiness or what?
Or you live forever but you're unhappy.
If I live forever, I get to see everyone I love die. Plus, I'm unhappy. At that point, I'm depressed.
Whoa.
So, yeah, I'm choosing that 50 years of happiness. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think yeah, like I think it's quite kind of straightforward. But like if we go into the whole concept of what is really happiness, what do you consider as happiness to you?
I said that being happy is doing what you love with the people you love. I mean, that's why I class as happiness anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I see that
So-
because
some people are still not happy doing what they love.
that's what I mean. Yeah, like so
Mm.
it's that
They
whole
don't know
concept
what
of
really
like
makes them happy. They don't know what really-
Basically, in this point, this question is saying that in those 50 years, everything you have to do to be happy is going the way
so
it is.
what's the other side of the story? 50 years of what? Of happiness
50
or
50
what?
years of happiness or immortal but unhappy.
Immortal or unhappy? I'm going for that one then.
So you never die. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you never die.
You
Yeah.
never die. You'll just be
So
unhappy.
you're gonna see
I would-
you're gonna see us die. You're gonna see your children die. You're gonna see your descendants die.
Mm.
All of that. You're witnessing all of that.
I am
Yeah.
in that. Nah,
Then I
personally,
would-
I'd say I'd rather be happy and die or whatever in 50 years than being
think
like
about it.
Wait, hold on. You the thing is, yeah, you interrupted me. Now I forgot. What was I saying? Yeah, I'd rather stay happy and die in 50 years than be unhappy forever, because at some point, yeah, it just gets depressing. Like,
You become like Thanos.
therefore, you become
How?
mentally ill. Must say Thanos, you know.
You'll be the last one on earth. Imagine.
But
That
you're
would
not
be
happy.
dead.
That would
Okay,
be
but
lit, man.
But you're
what's
unhappy.
the meaning of life if you're unhappy? You know what I'm saying?
The meaning is that you're there.
But
But you're unhappy.
But you're there. That's the meaning.
But you're unhappy.
Happiness is not the meaning.
You
My
probably
guy
try to
is
kill yourself.
Happiness is not the meaning.
My guy says eternal life. Wait, listen. You're choosing eternal life of unhappiness.
Happiness is not the meaning, fam.
No, but you're choosing eternal life of
What if my
unhappiness.
purpose requires me to be here for the rest of all civilization and humanity and below this one? What if that's the case?
But you're unhappy.
Oh, yo, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be
Doesn't
hella
matter if you're
selfish. I'm gonna
doesn't
be
matter if-
hella selfish.
Yeah,
If my anyway,
this guy, you've been talking all every minute. Shit.
Oh.
go on, talk.
Personally, I'm not allowed that still. Debate, fam. DeAndre, say what you're gonna say.
Yeah, let him talk. Go.
you're choosing, eternal life of unhappiness, my guy. I don't know about you or whether you care so much about humanity to the point where you would sacrifice your entire happiness to benefit someone else. But I'm going to be hella selfish and say I will enjoy my 50 years.
I have a question for you. Do you think the meaning of life is happiness?
Yeah.
What is the meaning of life?
What is the meaning of life?
life is full of suffering, but you're talking about happiness, man. Are you happy?
Suffering.
Are you truly
Yo,
happy every minute of your life?
You could suffer through.
I think
You could be happy
Craig,
through your suffering.
now to answer your question, I think you got a point, Craig. But I think life is a season, in it. It's a season. It comes with seasons. And we should understand that obviously life is full of up and downs. You're not always happy. But that's why I said like at the start, it goes back to what's your meaning behind happiness in life. Like if someone was to ask you, because people have different meanings behind it. So if I was to go to the other sender, I was to ask him what's the meaning of happiness, it might give me a different meaning to what my happiness is, or someone else was. And it goes back to conditioning from being inside homes, or being different experiences in life, where someone can say, "Oh, my happiness is going out clubbing, drinking, blah blah blah, having fun, and beating chicks," and someone
So
else
yeah,
can be like, "My happiness is staying with family, living life." You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's different. So I think that question, to answer Jerry as well, it's a bit mad. Just like I would sort of say it's person to person, but for myself, I'll say 50 years of happiness, because the time that you're gonna be here in life, just sad. It's just gonna be stupid, isn't it?
no,
Why
but
would you
truly
want to dwell
speaking,
on it?
I will pick the 50 years, but I have a question that I want to add on to that I want everyone to answer this. Do you really think? Jan has already answered this, but do you really think happiness is the meaning of life?
Yes.
Nah.
Why? Why, McFadden? Why?
To be fair, it's relative, innit? It's relative to people. It's different people. For me, I feel like happiness is life. Whereas if you're just unhappy every day, you wake up, you're unhappy, you go to sleep unhappy. At some point, yeah, you're gonna lose your mind. You know what I'm saying?
So are you saying that you're always happy every minute, every day?
No, but like, imagine living the rest of your life unhappy.
I
Like,
think
yo,
Craig, you're avoiding your question.
No, I
Avoiding
said
your question.
I already answered the question a long time ago.
Saying that does not mean you have to be happy every time. You're looking for that something to make you happy. So saying you're always happy doesn't make any sense. Why are you saying
that? But
say that again, fam.
I said why Mac is saying it's good to be happy. Happiness is a true way of life, and you're saying, are you always happy? Do you not look for that happiness? That's why you're living, because you're still looking for that happiness. If you find it along the way and then it goes blah 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 whatever, but you saying you're not always happy doesn't make any sense, because you don't always find happiness. That's why you look for it.
I didn't say that.
Exactly.
I asked him a question. It was a question. No, I didn't say.
I'm referring to what you said when he was speaking.
Yeah, that was a question. That was a question to get him to expand to what you were saying. You need to listen.
It's a comment, not a question.
You need to listen and understand.
Hey, hold on.
You need to listen and understand.
Nah,
Craig,
go
let me
back
answer your question.
and then come back and ask it.
Craig, let me answer your question.
Yeah, go on.
What's the question? I'm so lost. What's the question? I just woke up.
I said, do you think happiness is the meaning of life?
The reason right now you're doing what you're doing is because you want to find that perfect spot at the
Never a perfect spot. Okay, hold on.
No, like
let me hold you.
The G spot.
There's never a perfect spot.
No, okay. There's never a perfect spot, but you're finding that zone where you can be like, I'm happy with what I have, what I've done, what I'm doing. Obviously, happiness just doesn't click. Like Titenda said, you have your ups and downs. You know what I mean? And if it means like, the question was, would you be happy for 50 years? If it means like through my downs as well, I will be happy with it, then yes. Through my suffering, I'm happy with my suffering because I know at the end of the day, I'm getting to a certain degree. Then yes, I will choose my 50 years of happiness.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
That's where being grateful comes in.
Craig,
amazing.
To answer your question as well, like, what was your question again? Do you think what?
Happiness is the meaning of life.
Nah, I think purpose
Mm,
overrules what your happiness is as well.
But you
okay.
could think of your purpose being like making you happy because you're fulfilling your
Nah,
purpose.
I feel like Tatenda's right, Craig's right, but I feel like it comes down to fulfillment.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
Maslow.
fulfillment is the key because fulfillment comprises of love, happiness, wealth, friendships. It's everything. Fulfillment is what you should chase.
It's Maslow.
Exactly. And then
But
what happens when you've done your fulfillment?
You die.
You reach self-actualization.
No. Okay, what emotion do you feel? You're happy after you've completed
but
everything.
deeper. No, wait. Sorry to cut that out real quick. I'm sorry. I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead, go
G.
ahead.
But going back to Hamza, what's your meaning behind fulfillment?
I said it. Wealth, friendship, love,
You
everything.
know, I love the fact that you said that because
Happiness.
in some people's eyes, fulfillment is never, especially you said wealth, right? Friendship, they never stop. So you can
Yes.
never fulfill that,
Ooh,
if that makes sense. So like
Mm.
I
the
understand.
wealth, once you get to a certain, until you're a millionaire, it's
You
always
want more.
2 mil. Once you get bill, you want 2 bills. So that's why I say there's no meaning of fulfillment in that. So that's why I say happiness can never come in fulfillment. Happiness can never come in money. So that's why I say happiness comes in within purpose. Because once you fulfill your purpose, let's say your purpose was to bring out a message within something that you're dreaming of, that's when you fulfilled your, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to cancel
But
your
then,
address of what your fulfillment might mean to you. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
No,
but
it's
I,
like
I really want to cut this.
envision the idea of like you fulfilling, oh yeah, a meal, that's gonna make me happy. But actually no, because you're gonna get to a point you're gonna be like, I'm bored of this, I
no,
want
but
more.
that's you. You're saying that because if you think about it, if you hit 1 million and then you're like, I'm fine now. You chasing 2 million is then you not being fulfilled. By what I mean by wealth, when I say fulfillment, is you've reached a financial freedom aspect in your life where you're like, what, I'm fine with. I don't need to chase it.
I
That's
see
that's what I
that.
meant. I didn't mean to say like, oh yeah, make a mill, but then two, but then three. I'm just saying fulfillment in terms of wealth, financially, in terms of meaning of life is you just being financially free.
I see that.
Yeah, but then again, to send, I want to cut into your point as well, since you made the point of, you're never complete.
Yeah.
Like that point on purpose, right? You said, you know, once you've fulfilled, let's say, like you said, you want to bring out a message to the
Mm-hmm.
world. But
Mm-hmm.
once you've done that, once you've ticked all the boxes you wanted to do you not think at that point another goal, another purpose will come up as well?
Nah, I think here's what I say. I think everyone has their own purpose, right? And I think your purpose, you might think your purpose is all about you, but your purpose is about other people, if that makes sense.
Obviously, yeah,
But here's what I'm
obviously,
saying. Here's what I'm saying, right? You, I don't think, well, this is my own perspective, my own opinion. People have different opinions in it. But I think each person has their one purpose, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think you can have so many purposes. You can have so many goals, but purpose and goal is different.
yeah, I get you in terms of like purpose is the overall achievement, that overall, and
Yeah,
in order to reach your purpose, you need goals.
yeah.
So I get that bit, but my point is, in your lifetime,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, like I said, you want your overall purpose and then you have goals, right?
Yeah,
If you complete all your goals,
yeah,
more goals are going to come up in order to fulfill your overall purpose.
yeah.
So at the end of the day, you're never going to fully complete that overall purpose because there's more coming up every single time. You know what I mean? Like if you can say, like I'm going to use your example again, spreading a message to the world. Maybe your message was, motivating other people, saying you can be what you want.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you've reached that point where you be like, okay, everyone understands that. Now
Mm-hmm.
your next goal would probably be like, how can I help those people get to be where they want to be? That's
I
another
see
goal
that.
just came up. And then once you've done that, then you'll be like, okay, how can I assist these people to assist other people? You see what I mean? So you keep expanding on those
I see
goals,
that.
but there's that overall purpose is still there. So you can never, ever complete that full purpose because more goals are going to keep coming.
So are you saying no one is ever happy?
No, ever. You can be happy. Happiness is
But
there.
are you saying like there is a point where you'll never reach true happiness?
You can
What's
reach
true
that, but
happiness?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is there a point of like where someone has reached just true happiness? Like, is there someone who's just like, you know what, everything is going perfect. Like, I don't need anything more.
no.
Like,
Yeah,
is
Monks,
that
I think
happiness and
the
fulfillment?
I
the
think
monks, the
that is. I
monks.
think there is.
There is
There's,
people who can achieve that, but
I
it
don't think
comes
there's anyone.
with discipline of, you're technically just trying to shut off all the unhappiness to achieve
Because
maximum happiness.
deeper,
You know what I
I've
mean? You're trying to
that
remove all the negative so that that void of negativity is filled with positivity to the point where you'll be like, I have no negativity left, of which that again was a negative because you decided to shut off a certain emotion, or you had to discipline yourself, which would have made you upset during the process to achieve what you call true happiness. So you can never ever get to a point where you can be like, I've achieved true happiness. You have to suffer some way through. You have to be unhappy throughout the path for you to achieve that true happiness. So you
well,
can never get it.
happiness comes from
I,
suffering.
Exactly.
I think Ham's or the ideal thought of
Oh,
true happiness will be if you look at some people in Africa, some people are living off like nothing. You know what I'm saying? But they're still happy. They're still
But
like out here.
Craig, you just
well,
said happiness comes from suffering. Did you say that?
this is the thing. So
Do
can
you
I?
confirm that? Did you say that?
Yeah, I said it.
So if my girl comes and hugs me and I'm bare happy, someone suffered somehow.
That's not okay. You see, the
Yes,
thing is,
nah, she did because
uh,
she had to tender to you to hug you. She had to suffer the energy of walking to you
I
to
said
hug you.
hug you.
you see, that's not the happiness I'm
You
talking
see
about.
where that statement is a bit vague, you know.
That's not the happiness I'm talking about, though.
And again, you had to suffer because you had to try and get that
No,
chick.
no, no. There's nothing to evaluate
No,
here. That's not the happiness I'm talking about. That's not the happiness I'm talking about. You see what
No,
you just said is like your girl just came up to you and gave you a hug and you're like, everyone does that. If someone you truly just care about just pops up to you and just hugs you, you're gonna have the little, it doesn't mean you have to suffer with them. But the happiness I'm talking about is the happiness where you say like you go after your purpose in life, and the only way you're gonna be truly happy and fulfilled is you going through all the hardships and the suffering of the process. Overcoming those sufferings will actually bring the happiness that you're looking for. Because when you look back, you're not gonna look at the good things you did. You look back at the suffering and how you overcame the challenges. Next question,
I just
fam.
want to add
Next
though.
question.
I just want to add. I don't feel as if any human
Hmm.
ever reaches happiness except Jesus or Allah. Respecting the Muslims out there. Them people, yeah, or our spiritual people, I should say,
Yeah,
are the ultimate,
mhm.
are the only people who have ever reached fulfillment to say, oh yeah, I am fulfilled. A human, as we said, they reach their purpose. They do what they've been called to do, but then they got to pay for their phone. Oh, I got to make money and pay for my phone. They got to pay for water. I got to make money and pay for my water. There's never that time where you can sit back. I don't even. I feel as if even billionaires, millionaires, whatever, they always have to think, oh, I should got to pay for this, or I've got to go out and do this meeting. There's never ever time of true fulfillment. Yeah, there can be a thought or feeling of it, but to say, oh yeah, my life is complete, I don't feel that's possible except with people or except with people like Jesus or Allah or God. That's the only. Those are the only figures I can say who are. But what do you think? Am I wrong or?
I mean, no.
Why
I
if-
do agree. I do agree with you.
Why if you're not religious?
What do
That's
you
a
mean?
good point. That's a good point.
That's
Go on,
Next
I do agree with you
question.
though, because like the happiest person was identified as the happiest person on earth was like a monk. All he did was just meditate and just stay out of the whole world. Literally, he was just staying by himself in a mountain, and he was identified as the most happiest person ever to ever lived, compared to everyone else, even if cars. Which is interesting, but yeah, I do agree with your point.
Next question. Another scenario. So I saw this shout the side man. This is questions from them. You've got two buttons beside you, or in front of you, whatever. You've got two buttons beside you. Button A, it allows you to undo anything in your life. Well, undo an act. And button B, you can double anything in your life. So what button you gonna live with? A or B? Be able
Say
to
that
undo
again.
anything?
One
or
question.
double anything?
One question. How many times do I get to use this button?
Unlimited. You live with the button.
I know Mark's gonna say something stupid.
Wait, how many
Yeah,
times do I
someone's
get
gonna
to
say
use
I
this
something
know what
button?
he's
stupid.
already thinking right now.
Unlimited.
Man.
I know what he's already thinking.
How many times? Is it once or
Unlimited. You live with it. It's
unlimited?
yeah.
Oh, Jerry, what was the question?
Like, chill out,
Listen.
fam.
Oh,
So
Mac, relax.
you live with two buttons in your life. Button A allows you to undo anything in your life, and button B allows you to double anything in your life. Which button are you going to choose to live with?
B.
Double.
I'll go with B.
I'll go for A,
Double.
fam.
We'll see.
That's actually a really good question,
I have
Jerry. That's
nothing
an
to
I would
amazing
go
undo,
for
question.
A.
Thanks.
I have nothing to undo. I'll go for B.
I'll go for A.
Wow. So, but think about it. You could try something out that you're like, should I do this? Should I not? And if it goes wrong, undo.
Exactly.
There's no
Go
point
But
back.
to fight.
realistically,
Why
with
would you
the
undo
with
it?
the double button, what would you realistically double except money? Like, what can you
Exactly.
double?
Uh-huh.
Like, that's the only thing.
House.
Whereas with undo, you can undo all your bad events, any accidents, debts. But with the
Yeah.
double, you can only double what? Burgers,
You can double.
food,
You
money.
can double.
Like, what else?
You can double your influence. Double the amount of love and hate you get from people.
But yeah, I
You
agree
can-
with Hamza. At this point, yeah, the only thing that, well, not only, but the most like people that are opt to go for is money. So,
And you get bored of it. Think about it. Just doubling
Get bored of
thousand
money.
or million.
Get
In
bored
it.
of
Go-
money.
You don't think?
Now, because don't you think you're gonna get to a point where you're like, I have everything I ever wanted. Everything.
Why would you keep it to yourself?
No.
I want,
What
like
would
my
you
guys would
buy?
be like, I wanted the country, I have it. I wanted a pink house, I have it. You will get bored because you'll be like, there is nothing left for me to do.
No, you
'cause
wouldn't.
I
It's
won't
have
get
A
money.
lot of
bored.
things. There is a lot of things. Civilizations, other people, help them out.
Fam.
That's what you have all this money for.
Exactly, that's my point. When you build that, once you've built that, you will get bored.
That would never reach a point
Okay.
where you're bored, fam. How can you get
No,
bored of helping people?
Man said,
Imagine, Craig, you do not have to work for anything. Everything
Wait, is this option
there
A or
for
is
you.
this option B you're talking about?
Everything.
B.
Option B.
Option B. Everything is there for you.
Option B.
Everything.
Wait, with option A, could you undo your death?
Yeah. Anything.
Death?
Option A, why would you
Anything.
choose option B?
Why would you choose option B, fam?
Oh, no, I'm dying. I'm dying. What the hell?
Really?
No, but listen.
Why
Right?
would I try to live long?
Yeah,
You can
well, I would
double
ra-
anything.
Why am I trying to stop the dead out die?
You can,
Nah,
you
if I
can
die, fam.
prolong.
If no
You can
one died, surely the world would just become exhaustive. Like literally, right now, how many are we right now? 8 billion.
7.
Too many. I really do think there's too many people on this earth right now.
Why? What's the reason behind that? Why did you say that?
Endgame. Thanos is right.
Thanos was right though. Think about
No, I'm
it.
not
He
joking.
was
I
right.
genuinely think like
Nah,
I
hold
Thanos
on.
genuinely
is a
thought he was
very
right.
smart person.
I saw a post where if there was a section in Dubai. It was like a desert, I think, and it had enough space to fit every single person in the road. Every single person in the world, if it was standing shoulder to shoulder, and it was a tiny section. It's probably the size of Ireland, or even smaller. That fit every person in the world.
There's not
Yeah.
enough resources to maintain 7 billion people.
Global warming.
The reason why everything has a price tag is because not everyone has everything.
Wow.
Deeper.
That's powerful.
Now,
That's exactly what it is.
the reason why this price tag is to keep your eyes closed. Think about that.
What?
Wow. That was also powerful.
I think option A is the best one because you can undo so many things. Like you can get rich, undo the lottery number, you type in, get it, undo a death, undo anything. Option B
But
is like I don't
You
understand
can
option B. Wait, who said option B? I wanna hear your point.
me,
or double
You
my
said
points.
option B. Let me
you
hear
can
it.
you can double all things. You can double your life. You can
Look what
The
the
double.
thing
thing is
is,
double it.
I picked option B because I
Nah,
don't think there's.
I was living deep in everything else. I was just deep in why would I undo my mistakes?
And
I think
I'm not saying.
If I have a
Remember,
chance to what's it called, to increase my chances of getting P and becoming financially stable, then I'll choose that instead of saying, oh, I can wake up or I'm late for work, let me undo that. You know what I'm saying? You'll never learn in life if you do that.
There we go.
No, because then you wouldn't have to because you would be able
No,
to
because you
undo
always
everything.
rely. Exactly, you always rely on your
On the button.
yeah, but then
Yeah.
for you as well, you would never have to suffer for money because you're always doubling it.
Have you seen a movie called Click? Adam Sandler.
And double your skills.
That is watch that movie. It's a movie about, I'm sure you've watched it. It's got a remote that he controls everything that's going around, so you can pause it, you can rewind, fast forward.
Oh wait, have you seen Prince of Persia, the dagger?
Yeah, when you
Sands of
reverses
Time.
Sands of
Yeah.
Time. That's
So that's
amazing.
literally like option A. Pretty sure in life there's always a cost though. I like how you said it's unlimited, but then at some point something's bound to happen. Surely.
Yeah, because if you mess with time, then there might be like loopholes in the time, like
100%.
space.
Yeah, of course. Like something that you actually want to get. Like that's why I say like life is. You don't know what life is about. Life, God knows what your life is gonna turn out. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to ride the boat.
You know what
Ride
the
the
funny
boat.
thing is? Most of the people actually live life as if we know how the future is gonna come up. Like for example, take going to uni or going to school and putting your whole life into this. It's like living a whole scripted life. Some interesting
Whoa,
shit.
that's deep.
Some interesting shit. Like
That's
people
deep.
actually live as if they know how the future's already been built up. But then no one actually knows what the future looks like.
Yo, imagine if we were all high, or this conversation would be so much deeper.
What?
If everyone was
Hey.
high.
Oh my dude.
Yeah, man.
Hamza, can I pray for you?
I like these answers. So I got another
Yo,
scenario.
my slime.
Shout out to Nancy. She gave me this scenario actually.
Who gave me these questions?
Nancy, my girl. So
All
this
of
is
them.
Make sure you give it a shout out.
Wait,
Huh?
which one of you girls gave you the answer?
But so listen.
Jerry, you might need that button A because man.
Scenario. She said, well, say you've been married to your wife for 3 years, okay? Gotta be.
No.
These questions. Let's go.
wait,
About next question.
I feel like it's gonna get me in
Okay,
trouble,
so-
you know.
I got two relationship scenarios. Scenario number one. Say you've been married to your wife for 3 years and you have 3 kids. And then your wife comes to you and says none of the kids are yours after the 3rd year. What are you gonna do?
I'm
You see,
divorcing her. Is that even a question?
What would
even
you
a
do? But
question.
this is your wife.
I'm
You
divorcing
said
her straight
you'll
up.
do death do us part.
I'm divorcing her right
Divorce.
there at that moment.
That moment in
The
time,
But
first
think
breath.
about it.
First
Wouldn't
breath.
you have made an attachment to the kids?
Bro, she was never yours in the first place.
a guy, I'm leaving.
That's
Leave
true.
out
That's
kids.
true.
Goodbye.
She has 3 kids. And you
Wait,
never
but I'm
knew.
sure you must find out in the first year when your baby comes out white, but you're actually black or brown.
Let's say this.
Nah, we're not. You do realize we're not born black, right?
You're lying.
Whoa.
DeAndre, I've seen you as a baby.
You've never.
Jerry, what's your scenario?
So,
Mm.
you've been married to your wife for 3 years,
Yeah.
and you have 3 kids,
Mm.
One
and then
kid a
your
year.
wife, yeah, basically, and then your wife confesses to you that none of the children are yours. What are you doing?
Right.
I'm saying, if you decide to keep this wife here, you're done out here.
I think.
Wait,
Love can make
what?
you
No,
do
that's
that.
stupid, fam. That means she went and beat another guy 3 times. Nah, she's
Mm-hmm.
I'm locking it
Exactly.
off
Never,
straight away.
what I'm saying
I'm
is,
lock-
she was never yours.
Not
She
once,
was never yours.
not but twice.
Yeah, I'm locking it off.
Exactly. I'm ending it
She
right
was
there and
never
then.
yours, fam.
But then again, if
Just
I'm
for
the
the
one who
streets.
raised the kids, then they're not in the wrong, and then but I'll still provide for them.
Or you leave.
I'll probably leave with the kids, yeah, if she's done out.
Wait.
With the
No,
kids, we're not yours.
With the
chill out.
What's
kids.
the point?
Nigga, if you've raised the kids and then the kids look at you as a father figure, why would you leave them? They're not in the wrong.
Nah, I'm not
You'll be
saying that.
Yeah, but they're only 3 years old.
Well, where are the fathers? Let me see them first, then I can pass them to them. They
Yeah,
can
why
take
don't they
over.
go? Why don't they go back to the fathers?
They can take
You
over,
can't
fam.
you can't put a kid in a situation like that.
Fam,
No.
they're young. They'll grow. They'll grow up. They'll learn.
Yeah, they'll grow corrupt.
Fam, do you want me to have that much responsibility on seeds that didn't come from me? Not even swim in my ball sack. You want me to look
I'm
after?
not gonna lie, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like hold on. Sorry. I feel like
This guy.
it's basically stepping. It's like stepfathering or stepmothering. So surely, of course, you'll be hurting it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. You're gonna have to step in.
Okay, hold on. So by stepping in, you mean you're gonna keep the wife?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Really?
I'm done.
So you're gonna keep the wife.
That's what I'm
Pride does
saying.
not allow
It
me to do that.
depends. That's what it depends what the
Jerry
relationship was like.
crazy.
If the
Oh my
relationship
God,
was moving
I'm
mad,
done.
Jay, listen, if the relationship was not working out, maybe that's your chance, innit? But the kids, think of the kids, man. Like, oh man,
Honestly.
all this.
Mark, you gotta put this in your ear. This woman was never yours. She never belonged to you.
Yeah, but
Nah,
not,
Jerry.
signed-
yeah,
You know what I would do? I would press option A and then undo this.
yeah, but all right. If you were like, if it was just 2 of you, yeah, you and the wife, that's calm. But now you've got kids involved in it.
That's the
Like,
problem. Exactly.
She can take them. I'll provide for them for the time being, but I'm not keeping them around me. They can go with them.
But when you're a distant father, it does something to the kids' relationship when they're growing up.
I'll
Straight
tell
away.
the kids I've gone shopping.
he's going to get some milk.
Yeah.
But most of you are saying you leave. That's interesting.
It is hard, isn't it? Because obviously, with attachment with kids, there's so much attachment. I think years as well. Like if you think about it, people are different in it. So for me, more time if I don't have any attachment towards the kids by then, I'll probably dash in it, but I'll still keep myself in touch with them.
What?
Let's say there's 3 years.
All of them.
That's impossible.
I'm taking them with me, fam.
How can you have 3 years? Wait, I said this chick was beaten 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Oh, cancel. Oh, wait, cancel everything. Oh, no.
I'm
That's only
taking the
one.
kids, honestly.
Oh shit.
The tender, you taking the
What's...
kids?
Yeah, I'm taking the kids.
I'll take. Nah,
But they're
Bro,
not yours.
3 years old,
That's
3
someone
years
else's
old,
nut.
kids building. Nah,
How? What do you mean you're taking the kids? That's not yours. They're not yours.
Now we cannot ban that.
bro, I'm
Now,
clear that it's not my kid, but
It's
even if
rented property.
I'll
okay,
adopt.
rented.
you can't just dash out. You can't just dash out.
Bro,
Wife can go do her thing. She can go back to the streets. Man.
I'll adopt them.
you belong to the streets.
Next one, yeah. It's
Yeah.
another like relationship, love kind of question. Say your girlfriend had an identical twin, and you've been going out for 5 years.
Aish.
And during the
Alright.
5 year period, not knowing the two twins were swapping each time you would get intimate. And after the 5 year period, they both come to you saying we're pregnant. What are you doing?
Aish.
They both what?
Come to you saying we're pregnant.
Aye.
Oh,
Just
Listen.
say it is what it is. It is
Wait,
what it is.
double trouble.
I have a justification for this. I was going out with the other one. So the other one was the one doing the madness by switching places.
Why to change names?
DeAndre, what?
Now listen, yeah. You said they're twins, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right?
identical, so everything the same, yeah.
Yeah, and they're switching up.
Yeah.
They're the ones essentially manipulating me by switching up. So technically, I'm not in the wrong because I didn't know they were switching up.
No, but
So you
you
leave
got
them both?
2 kids now with 2
You got
wives.
2 kids.
Listen, because I wanted a relationship with one of the twins, not both.
But you got kids, fam.
You should have asked. You should have
But that's
asked.
not my.
And
That's
it's been 5 years. It's been
Child
5
I'll
years
support.
take care.
together.
I'm taking the
Child
2
support.
kids,
Ideas.
but
Now
I'm
you
not.
should have known the difference between the women.
Oh my
I want
god.
to
One
welcome
person
that
just talk.
guru, aka Tanaka.
Aye.
Please
Jeez.
continue.
You can tell. You can now
I need
tell
this nigga
what
to
type of person he
Nah, but he's saying hypothetically they're
What
very
what
identical, like
what
everything
if the
about
Yeah,
them is
reaction?
still, you can tell. You can
Can
tell
you tell the
if
difference in puss?
yeah, of
What
course
what
you can.
what if the
One's
reaction?
probably got a cold one. The other's probably got a hot one.
But so what's the tender? Would you stay or leave?
Me, 2 + 1 = 3.
What?
2
Well, well
+
done. You
6,
did maths
fam.
GCSE.
6.
That's
2
some complex maths.
2 + 1 = 3. So hey, I'm staying.
No, it's 6.
Wow.
For both kids.
I think I would as well, to be honest. Not gonna lie to you.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If they
Go on.
if they meet like my perfect like wife description, I'm marrying both of them.
You heard it here, girls. You heard it here.
Wait. If
I
you get
mean-
married to 2 twins, does that mean you have 4 babies?
Greg will be stressing every day.
That's yeah, you would, most likely.
No, you have 2 babies, not 4. What do you mean?
If you get married to 2 twins and they twins have twins, does it mean you have 4 kids?
Yeah.
No, wait.
No, it means you got 4 kids, isn't it?
Man said algebra.
If you have 4
Indices.
BT twins, if you be twins, and then one of the twins, both of the twins have twins, that means you got 4 kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much is that?
That's 4.
No, as in, how much does that cost? That's expensive, surely. Huh.
What if she has triplets?
Nah.
Wow.
Nah,
6.
me, I'm gonna get
6 kids. Damn.
Triplets.
If she gets triplets, me, I'm going to get milk.
I'll keep them, like my little. Imagine having
You'll
little
kick them?
Max here.
I'm
I'll kick
game.
them.
Oh.
Must say kick. Imagine having
Hey,
little Max here
I
running
can
around the
actually
kitchen.
imagine Matt kicking them.
Six.
Come here. Come here.
Wow.
That'd be crazy, but
Nah, me, I'm keeping them all, fam. Me get married.
wow.
All them kids
Don't
are
know,
my
man.
best man. I slept, fam.
Actually, Wait, that's double the fun. So yeah, I'll
They
keep
can
both.
they can they can take turns.
Man said
They
double
can take
fun.
turns.
Can you last? Can you last?
We'll make a schedule.
I don't know.
We'll make a schedule. Monday to Friday,
Can
Monday to Tuesday.
Like I said, make a schedule.
That's a whole team. That's like your own Avengers.
Fam.
I feel like I'll send these kids here to their uncles. You know, like Uncle Hamza, Uncle Craig,
Like I
Uncle
said, uncle. Nah,
Tatenda,
piss off. Piss off.
I'm not
Uncle
babysitting your
Jandri.
kids, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
All these celebrities, I mean, not celebrities, all these athletes like LeBron, Tiger Woods, all of them.
Me
If
too.
you were them, I always think this: wouldn't you want to have become? Wouldn't you want your wife to be another celebrity?
Nah,
Think about it. You wouldn't.
I wouldn't
it
mind to
depends who she
be
is.
a sister.
But I
If
wouldn't
you
mind.
have
Nah, I
LeBron,
wouldn't. Otherwise, you have the same situations as Kim and Kanye.
what do you mean?
Ray J, innit?
That's a rich.
Imagine you get your wife here, and then a few months, and then you wife her in it, and then 10 years into a relationship, and say, oh, you know, so and so, she beat Tory Lanez, and they uploaded it. You know what I'm saying? Imagine how
Like
Kanye
then.
sometimes when it gets brought up.
Done out.
Nah, but
You know
once you
what
have
I'm
money,
saying?
you wouldn't care about that.
Mine
I
is not
suppose.
the
Nah,
answer,
not
fam.
even, fam.
Now, deep it,
It will
fam.
hit
Once
you, fam. It will hit you. The fact
now,
that it's out there,
of
Kim and
course,
Ray
isn't it?
still uploaded. People can still like show it in Kanye's face. That would piss me off.
But now, deep it, deep.
I'd rather have my thing as some next level entrepreneur, but then she's not famous. You know what I'm saying?
That's selfish, bro. That's greedy. What's wrong with you guys?
But deep it, this guy doesn't care now because you have that. You know what I mean? You become insecure. It might get to you,
She
but
can do
it's
whatever
like
she wants.
you have it now. So what's the point of you crying over other man them having that?
To be honest, yeah, I wouldn't mind. Why? If it's like you said, if it's a celebrity, like they can do whatever they want, as long as our privacy is maintained, then we're good.
It won't. You're a
Yeah,
celebrity.
that's not happening.
No, to a certain degree, you know what I mean? Like
No,
if
you'll find a camera in your bedroom.
If you're Justin Bieber, you cannot go to
Must say,
Starbucks to get a coffee privately.
But so you don't think a LeBron James shouldn't marry another athlete or
Me, I
Olympian?
say,
nah,
Then he's in love, innit?
I say, let your wife be wherever she wants to be. Thing is, if let's say whatever she's doing is like the dream, you know, she's always dreamed to become this actor or this celebrity or this person. Maybe the field of work requires her to be, you know, a celebrity. She can control that. She can control that.
What?
So you know, you can be
Wait, I
insecure
want to add something to that. Would you marry someone who's made it in terms of they've done their like goal, or would you marry someone who's trying to get there? Like, let's say if you're trying to marry a doctor, would you marry someone who's like a super successful doctor who's done it, or would you marry someone who's trying to like he's like the super ambitious?
But where are you? Where are you? Where are you though?
Is she paying?
where are you?
Is she paying?
Yeah, so it's the best of the best.
Hamza, where are you though? Where are you though? Before you start,
Oh, like
where are you?
you've made it. Like you're done. Like you've done your thing.
Then I'll just get one who made it though.
Yeah, get one who
I
made it.
wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Ooh.
Why
Won't
not?
lie to you, I
Because
would
if you
be-
get one that didn't, you can mentor her. Like you can tell her like that's how it's done. That would build the relationship up more.
Nah, but then at the same time,
That's deep.
like I said, you're taking your time to teach her what needs to be done in it.
You know what? Yeah, on all of that, are you man gonna sign a prenup?
What does that mean?
Obviously, 100%.
What's
Yes.
exactly in the prenup?
What's a prenup, fam?
Okay, look at
basically
the situation with Dr. Dre and his ex. Yeah, she's taken half of his money in their split up, even though he's the one who's made the majority of it.
Yes, I'm signing.
A prenup will stop
Look
you.
at Dr. Dre and his wife, yeah, and his ex. She's taken half of the P, even though he's made 85% of it, or even 90% of it. You know what I'm saying? Because there
So
wasn't a
Signing.
prenup.
the prenup stops that. In other words,
Yeah, prenup stops that. It gives you, it allows you to leave the relationship with everything that you made. So look at Ghost in Power, yeah. For those who've watched Power, the guy went and signed a prenup in the background, didn't it? Then when they broke up,
Power.
he was just left with everything, and then she was left with some next level flat in the hood. You know what I'm saying? He's done that.
I think you know, as with anything in this world, you should prepare for the worst.
A prenup is
So
very
maybe-
smart, but then it might cause conflict in the relationship.
So the last question for today. So this question came from Mr. Kaiser himself. Should teachers be allowed to hit / discipline
Oh
students?
my God.
I added to it from prep school all the way to university.
Wait, what did you
None
say?
of that. That's
What
deep.
was the question? What was the question?
Teachers be allowed to hit / discipline children / students from prep school, primary
Nah,
school
that's
to
deep.
university.
None of that.
Depends.
Nah.
Nah, shut
Teachers
up.
allowed to
100% yes.
Expand your
with the
answers.
bamboo
Wait,
bamboo stick.
Jerry, did you say teachers allowed to hit kids
Where's
in
Sprite, fam?
Should they be allowed?
what
way
in
from
university?
primary to university.
Bro, in
Nah, not
university,
university. No,
yeah,
that's a bit
I'll have a
embarrassing.
collection of touches in uni. I'll uppercut him, son. I ain't no kid. I ain't no kid no more.
It's understandable.
Now do like high school, do like year
Chuck a
11.
book at him.
Okay, wait, no, let me tell you what I was thinking when I wrote the
Go.
answer, right? When I wrote the question, right? I was saying like right now, like we have do something naughty, like talk back, you get your name on the board, and then a tick for that rude behavior. Instead of the tick for the detention, the teacher hits you with like a ruler or a bamboo
That's
stick
stupid.
or something
That's
like that.
deeper. Discipline and hitting is different. Hitting doesn't teach a kid not to do that again. It
You
puts
sound like
fear. It
What do you
puts
sound like
fear
a-
upon a kid.
It depends. If
It-
hitting
you
doesn't
sound-
protect the kid, yeah, then the kid is just grown up too quickly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why you do it. That's why you do it from a certain age.
Because hitting has been conditioned to think that actually it patterns up someone. No, it doesn't, because you're not teaching them the reason why they shouldn't do it again. Because
You're punishing them for doing it.
No, deep it, right? Deep it. Every single time you do something stupid, you mess up, someone come and slap you. But what the hell are you doing? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's right.
No, it's not. What's wrong
Okay,
with
no,
you?
okay. So what does the
not being
detention
taught.
tell you then?
It's
What
not-
does your name on the board or like a going in a silent room or like an angry room tell you?
I disagree with that system as well. But hitting shouldn't be a system as well, because that's just stupid. You're gonna have crazy kids. You're gonna have a crazy world that just think hitting people solves problems. It doesn't. None
I
of that
see.
solves problems. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna just have a violent society, thinking
He's got
once
a
you see
point.
someone in the street doing something stupid, you're gonna want to hit him, thinking that's right. But yeah,
Oi.
come here, Jacob.
Oi, come here.
You know what I'm
Oi,
saying?
imagine-
It conditions people to be so violent, and
Imagine-
no one wants a violent society. None of
No,
that.
I
He's
feel
right.
like it doesn't, because in my country, like when I was really, really small in my country in Pakistan, if you spoke back at the teacher or like you were rude at him and you just kept talking back, he would get a wooden ruler and like smack you on your wrist. And for me, that instilled so much fear, and that just told me to respect my elders more.
Yeah, but respect
Whereas
and fear
over
is
here, when I
different.
came here, the teacher was like, "Oh, you did something bad. It's okay. I'll just write your name on the board. It's okay." And I was like, "Wait, that's okay. I can be rude again." But with the
No.
fear of, "Oh wait, he'll hit me now," I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm not gonna do it."
Here's what I say: fear and respect is different, innit? Respect is being able to understand, yo, I'm not gonna do this because I respect this person. However, fear is like, I'm not gonna do this thing because I have fear of that person. Respect is when you own respect. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you don't want to disappoint that person because you respect them, not because you fear. Because deeper, your kids, right? Let's say they mess up, right? They mess up so bad, they're gonna be so scared to come to you because they fear seeing you so angry that they might whack you. Whereas if they respect you, whereas if they respect you, they'll come to you and be like, "Yo, dad, I actually messed up. I actually really messed up." You know what I'm saying? not the idea of like, because like deeper, one day your kid is gonna kill someone. He's probably gonna make a girl pregnant, and he's gonna dash from your house because he's fearing the ideal thought that, oh yeah, my dad might wipe me. Dad is gonna wipe me. Whereas if he actually has respect for you, he's gonna come to you and be honest, truly honest, and be like, your dad actually really messed up. I've done this, blah 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 blah. Can you help me? You know what I'm saying? And that's when you earn respect. Respect is there on the table, and that kid knows to do you wrong as a kid.
Hey,
Yeah, that's a good point.
The
But I
only
feel
way
like that's moderation as well. Like, if I'm not saying like every time you do something bad, it's an instant slap hit. I'm saying like it's in moderation. When you cross the boundaries, like that's when you should be. If you do something like blah blah blah, okay, that's fine.
If you
But if you do
swear at
something
me,
extreme,
if you're my son and you swear,
then you should know that something's coming.
But
That's at a young age.
but
You can't. I'm not saying at university or like
nah,
sixth
at
form you shouldn't be hit.
university,
I'm saying
we'll
like
take
when
it to
you're
the
young,
boxing ring.
that's when you should be like taught that, stay in your lane, stay in your limits.
I see
Nah,
that, but
if my son's trying to get big and in his university, we're going to a boxing ring.
Fam,
We're
you
going
know, some of these lecturers are mandem, you know. So yeah,
but
that's
to,
crazy.
but to be fair, for me, I would never hit my kid, no matter what they do.
You'd
I'll
never
never
hit
the
hit
them.
them.
way
I'll
the
never.
only way to discipline someone is by politeness. Done.
Oh, pasta.
Literally, if you want to really discipline someone, just before you even try condemn everything they just did,
to.
just first of all, let's say they come to you. Let's say like the scenario you created about your son, having a kid or then coming to you. Like compliment them on that before you just go. "Oh, you have a kid without my shit, what's the thing, fam?
Nah, you sound like a victim right now.
No, but
Nah,
answer me
fam,
this,
I'm
right?
just
Okay,
saying.
let's put you in those shoes. Okay, let's say your son, 18 years old, freshly 18, comes home and tells your dad, "I've done this. She's now preggy." What are you gonna do?
He
What
came
would
to
you?
you. First of all, he came to you.
Uh,
You know how
but
You
much
should be
you're
proud of
courage.
that.
Muslim.
Do you know how much courage that
You
took
should be
for
proud of
him
that.
to just to get up and say, "I want to go tell my dad," and just lay out, just have me.
exactly.
I'm
So
like,
why would you
yo,
want to slap him
Muslim.
at that
Well
moment?
done, man. When I had you, I was 22. You know, those vibes.
Why would you want to slap him when he just, come on, bro. It's just bad.
So
Like
deep it, man.
So
it's gonna have
Craig,
so much.
if your son says calls your wife a bitch, what are you doing? Or
I'm gonna.
calls his
Oh, this
You
is what I'm
see,
gonna do. This is what hold on. I'm gonna be more mad at myself as a father than I'm gonna be mad at him.
Mm,
It is my
that's true.
responsibility.
That's real.
I
That's
have
a real
failed.
mm.
word, man.
I have failed. It's not his fault. I have failed. It's my responsibility.
Man, oh,
I'm
you
the
so
one at
mature,
fault.
man.
I'm the
Oh,
one at fault.
you're
what
so
if you've
mature,
done
man.
everything that you can?
Yeah, I
Bro,
feel like
listen.
there's only a
You
certain
haven't.
like
You haven't
length you
done.
can go in terms of
Then,
controlling
then,
your children.
That's what I'm saying. That's
bro.
what I'm saying. The hitting is not going to control it. You
Then
can
you
do
haven't,
so many things that hitting is not going to do
Controller.
anything.
bro.
Because
What I'm saying
deeper,
is, yeah,
he calls her a bitch and what? You hit him. What's he going to learn? Nothing.
exactly.
Like
Yo,
nothing.
I think about it, yeah.
Yes, he
It's
will.
like,
He will. Like,
hold
if he's
on,
doing something bad and you hit him,
Hamza,
you bring the pain to him. He will learn.
Hamza.
I don't get it. Like, there is no telling him like,
But
it's okay, son. It's okay. Thank you for having the courage. No,
No,
slap him.
Hamza,
Get the
Hamza,
biggest. Go in the
Hamza,
garden. Get the hose pipe. Slap it across his
Hamza.
face. See, in this country, it's like, oh, it's bad, but in my country, it works. In your country, don't lie, it works. In this
no, it
country,
doesn't.
where
don't
No,
people
it
right,
does.
don't work.
It
it
doesn't.
works.
No, it doesn't.
Hamza,
Doesn't
Hamza,
work.
Hamza, look at it this way. Look at it.
Because no, wait, Craig, let me answer that. Because look at our country right now. Is it working?
No,
Our
that's
got a
country's
point.
different.
gone
That's like
down.
economy. That's different. Like,
No, because
that's nothing to do with
that's
discipline or
yes, it
anything.
is. Yes, it is. Listen, yes, it is. Because here's what I say: violence plays a lot on society. Plays a lot from childhood to being grown up. Now these kids are done out. They've done our heads, and look at their economy because people are so down and they're so violent, they're so selfish.
No. That's you're talking about child abuse. I'm not talking about child abuse. I'm talking about specific moments where your
that's
son or
child
kid or
abuse
whatever
still.
crosses the line.
I
You
see
can't
it
just
as
be like,
child
"Oh,
abuse.
son, it's okay." No, you have to whack them.
Hamza, look
No,
at
it's
this.
not about whacking them.
We're
It's
not
about
saying.
using your words.
Hold on. We're not saying sit there and say it's okay. It's
That's
not okay.
Doka.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
Yo,
It's
my
not.
slime.
Wait, Joe, are you still recording?
But if your son calls your wife a bitch, okay, he calls your wife a bitch. He calls your wife. You should look at yourself in the mirror, bro. Before you even look at that son and that, look at yourself in the mirror. What
Wait, Jerry
you as a father, you should slap yourself.
No, you
Whack
shouldn't,
yourself
because
up.
you've done everything you can. Now
No.
You
it's his
think-
responsibility.
You
He
haven't.
chooses his friends. He chooses what he
think-
does because he's now an
You-
adult.
No, you think
Hamza,
you've
watch-
done all the best
Hamza,
you can.
you
He
haven't
watches
done
YouTube.
everything. You haven't done everything. If
Well,
that's
no
the
one
case,
can. Like, you can't do everything.
There's been so
Wait,
many times. You can't say as a father you haven't done all that you can. That's so stupid.
you haven't done all that you can.
Nigga, you can get influenced by your friends.
But you as a father, you haven't done everything you can, bro. It doesn't
You
matter for
can't.
friends
There's no father or
Yeah, but
mother
you
that's done
physically
everything they
can't
could.
anyway. You physically
Huh?
can't anyway. You
Now,
physically
because
can't.
think about it. Think about it this way, right? There's a chance that your son or whatever is gonna spend more time with his friends than with you when that process, that time of like developing into
Do you think
reasoning
you're
and
hitting
making
him
his
is
own
right?
decision is is developing. And at
Hitting
that
is
point, you will have no control over what he's thinking. Because as a kid, yes, you have full control of what he's doing. But when he grows to that phase of I'm now an adult, I can make my own decision, your control kind of like you don't have that. So your influence as a dad is not as much as you think. And over time, obviously, if he, like you
That's a
said,
limit.
gets
That's what I'm
That's
persuaded,
saying. Talking
that is a
only
limit you're
goes a
putting up.
certain way.
no.
That is a
Talking
limit you're
is so
putting on
powerful.
yourself. That is a
Talking
limit
so
you're
powerful.
putting on yourself.
I don't think hitting plays as big as talking.
I was watching Terry Crews. You know Terry Crews?
yeah,
That's my
Terry Crews, the
slime.
actor.
That's my
And
slime.
basically, huh?
That's my slime.
Basically, he was given his story, and when he was growing up, he had an abusive father who
Really?
would hit his mother so quite often. And then one day, he caught his father. He was only 8 or 9, and he caught his father hitting his mum. He tried to get the dad, and the dad whacked him. And the next day, he went to school with bruises everywhere. And then life goes on. Terry becomes, but he's acting this, that. Comes back when he's a man, 18 or 22, something like that. And he comes to his father. He comes back to his house because he was abroad. No, he was away. Comes back to his father, a man, because Terry Crews is a big guy. He goes to the gym. He's got muscles and that. So he comes back, confronts him, and whacks him. Like his dad, he knocks out his dad on the floor, and he said it didn't solve anything. I know that anger that I built up from his dad hitting his mom, for him to come and hit his dad, it doesn't solve anything. So I don't feel as if hitting your child has any significance to improve the child's behavior any sort of way.
Talk about it, Jerry.
100%.
Yes,
Because
Pastor.
you could say to your child, "I'm disappointed in you," walk away, and the impact, like the thought process you have to go through, like, wow, my father's disappointed in me.
That's what I'm saying.
But
It
what
goes back to
5-year-old would
respect.
know that? Jerry, what you're saying is about an abusive
That's what I'm saying.
father. I'm just talking about
No.
those rare moments. I'm not talking about constant hitting mom or your kids. I'm just saying rare moments. Jerry
But your
mentioned
kid is
an
gonna hate
abusive
you.
relationship. That's completely different to
Your
what I'm
kid
saying.
is
I'm
gonna
saying
hate you.
you can't just tell your kid, "I'm disappointed." Like you have to. There have to be moments where you have to hit them.
Hamza, your kid is gonna hate you if you keep on
It's
hitting your
not.
kid.
It's not.
I don't know.
It's not.
Oh,
Hamza,
I understand.
Man said,
Hamza.
just say I'm disappointed.
Wait, who's
in
saying my
you.
name? This
All I'm saying, that kid in his head is like, F you.
What was that today?
That kid was just saying, F you.
I
I'll
can't
do
hear
that.
anything.
Hamza.
True that.
Hamza.
So how are
Hey,
you, man,
look
going
at
to discipline your kids?
Me, it's
we're
different,
talking
innit? That's gonna be
communication.
my house.
Me is too.
Communication.
Because
Communication.
I feel as
That's
if
all.
if I was to my kid, what what you doing? What you get? What you taking
It's a
drugs?
pro.
Bang. What
Man,
what what what? What I'm doing is bang. Yeah. If I'm like that to my kid, that's just gonna translate in their life. They grow up being
you
hit.
got what I mean?
They're gonna go and hit other people, or when they have kids and family, they're gonna start hitting their kids. And
Your child
So
is just so
are you
important.
saying
See,
love gets the
deep it,
work done?
deep it,
yes,
Hamza. You as a kid now, your mentality right now, right? As a father, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna whack my kids if they do something wrong because you've been raised that way. You know what I'm saying?
And
You've
it
been raised to
works.
think that way. That's for you, innit? But for me, it's different. For my
it's all
experience, it's different. So it goes to person to
Hey,
person.
look,
But I do understand Hamza's point of view.
You're my
look,
slime.
look
Oh
at it this
God.
way, yeah. Look at it this way, yeah. If you just hit your child, they're never gonna tell you the reason why they actually did what they did.
And your kid
You
most
hit
likely
them,
gonna hate you.
they run away. They just go
No, they
somewhere else.
wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. What
Yeah.
5-year-old runs away?
Hamza.
They'll hate you. They'll
They
hate
won't
you.
hate you. They won't.
In
Yes, they
Zim,
will.
in Zim, they run away from.
I'm talking about a
They'll
combination of
hate you.
explaining, hitting, shouting. I'm not just saying hit, because I feel like that's what you're thinking. I'm saying you have to do all three of them.
Communication is the only way to discipline or change anyone. That's it. Even someone who has killed people, you cannot just punish them. Even if you do, what's going to do? It's going to get angry at you.
So
Next
why
thing they kill
in
someone else.
army, in like
Nah,
the
that's
soldiers
what
and
it is. That's why
everything,
they have death
does
penalty.
communication work in the army?
That's a good
Nope.
point. That's a good point.
Fam, in
Mash
army,
out.
if you do something bad, you're late to your routines, you
Because
will
they're
get
built
slapped.
deeper in the army, right? Because they're built for violence. They're built for violence.
It's not.
It's
That's
It's
what
not
they've been built
violence.
for.
It's
They're
not
built for
violence. Whoa,
discipline.
whoa, whoa! Don't say violence. It's not. It's not because of violence.
You're not
It's their
built.
mentality.
Emotional
Is
control.
there a reason- Have you seen army training?
That's
Have
built.
you seen army training?
What's the reason behind them? Tell me, what's the
Nigga,
reason
have you
behind
seen
it?
army training?
Survival, because they're going to fight wars.
It's the
Nigga,
survival of the
Exactly.
fittest. If your
That's what
kid all the day,
exactly.
all this time you
There
raise
you
them up
go.
like, hey son,
There
it's
you go.
okay, don't
There
do
you
this,
go.
don't do that, and then they go in the real world and someone shouts at them, they're gonna
Hamza,
melt.
hold on. Hamza, hold on. Tender.
must
Do
must say
you
melt.
people that go to the army, do you have a family that they care for? How can you say they're going there for violence?
No, I'm not saying for violence. Okay,
Okay, you
I
said
might
they're
take.
built for violence,
Okay,
yeah?
here's what I'm saying. I'll take that
There's
back
many
in it.
people there that are out
Wait,
there standing on the
wait. I take
Fam,
that
my
back in it.
granddad was in my
I
granddad
take
was
that
in the
back.
army. He's the most
Mr.
disciplined
Chill out,
person I've
man.
seen in my life.
I take that back and I say for the opposite, for the man's what they're fighting for, and they're
They're
fighting
fighting
for,
for
obviously
freedom.
for the people that they love. But I'm so also they're being built to be stronger and for survival and at the same time. And
Must say
for
violence.
you to be in the army, partly you have to be violent, isn't it? You have to be
a
violent. You have to be strong.
Listen to me, man. Listen to me. Listen to me. Shut up. Listen to me. Listen. Okay. Listen to Tender, Mr. Nice Guy. You tell your kid, hey, son, it's okay. He goes out in the real world, okay, and he thinks everyone is like you, nice. People shout at him. People disrespect him. He's gonna melt under pressure because he turns into a snowflake. If you tell your kid,
no,
bam, 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 he will understand you. He'll be when he goes in the real world. He'll have thick skin, and thick skin works. Love
Hamza,
doesn't get the work done.
Hey, Hamza, I get where you're coming from, innit? I get where you're coming from. But look at it this way.
No, I don't get it.
If you get someone, let's say a serial killer, right? You can never, not even for a second, like make a serial killer talk by using violence. You can never do that.
That's an extreme example. Who's a serial killer?
No. And you also said that
Hamza, chill out.
if you're too nice at home, they're gonna go out and be soft to the rest of the people in it. What we're saying is you don't have to be too nice. Or
Wait, what?
communication. You said if you're too nice, they're gonna be too soft.
Yeah.
What we're saying is, me and Tanda, we're not saying be too nice to them. Communication doesn't mean to be nice. You can sit them
Ooh.
down and really tell them facts without being
Ooh.
nice about what. The
Facts.
thing is,
You
you're
got
not
what I mean?
using. You are not using
Facts, bro.
like direct like violence at them.
None of that
That's not gonna
violence,
do
bro.
anything. That's not gonna do anything.
What I'm
I
saying,
think
kids
it's
of the next generation need a belt.
Let's go. Sam, good luck to your kids, man. If you got
They
a
just
end of
switch.
the,
Defender understands.
Generation,
at the
yeah.
end of the
Kids,
day,
How many
you
youths?
switch out the Wi-Fi.
How many youths have you seen that take that you even try like told to piss off and then they don't?
But yeah, that's what you
whose
see
fault
in
is
it.
that? Whose fault is that? Whose fault is
That's
that?
you don't
It's the
see
parents.
you don't see
Craig,
the
it's your
behind the
fault.
scenes.
No, it's
You
your
don't see
fault.
How do you know that their parents are not trying?
you don't see behind the
They're not
scenes
trying
there.
enough.
You don't see behind the scenes. See,
They-
for us, for as an opinion, you can't base their parents' actions from what you see outside.
Mm.
So there's no way I can speak up on your attitude and be like, oh yeah, your parents is definitely doing that. No, because you have your own decision. You know what I'm saying? So I can't view you as a person and judge your parents' actions when I don't even know what they do. So there's
What
no
I'm
way.
saying, my opinion is I don't see the benefit in hitting someone and using
No,
violence
I
to
see the
have them
benefits.
to
I
discipline.
think
That's your
it's one of
point,
the
though.
most.
That's your
I
point.
think it's an important paradigm every kid has to go through in order to
That's your
become
point, though.
a strong man.
I
That's
think
your
that's
point.
great that you can
That's
do
what
that.
makes you different. That's what makes you different.
Okay.
That's
After listening, hold on.
People are
After
different,
listening
innit?
to both your points of view, right?
No, listen to this. Compare the
No, let me
people in this
explain.
country
I'm not
and
done.
compare the people in
Wait,
China.
listen.
Compare the people in China and compare
He's
the
got a
people
point.
here.
He's
Hamza,
got a point.
Hey, Craig,
Hamza, Hamza,
quantity
relax.
judge.
What?
Hamza, relax. What I'm saying is, right, both of you have strong points, right? Whacking a kid toughens them up. 100%. It makes them stronger. It makes them resilient to
Mac.
whatever, to being screamed at, to being violent, to someone being violent to them. It makes them resilient to that. But at the same
Nah, no,
time,
it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Hitting
wait,
your
wait, wait,
kid doesn't make them violent.
wait. I'm not done yet.
Hurry up.
What I'm saying is, for you to get to a point where you're whacking the kid, you would have tried communication first, and it would have failed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If
Let it
you've
pass in a
tried your
moment, then try
best,
again.
if you've tried your best at communication and it did not work, then
That's
and only then can you be allowed to resort
nah.
to
You know,
violence.
no,
None
you're
of
not.
But
that.
then
No,
wait,
you're not.
None of that.
listen,
That's
No,
I'm not
you're
done.
not.
stupid.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
No,
I'm not
you're
done.
not. That is dumb.
I'm not done.
Ah,
I'm not
That's
done.
rubbish.
Listen, let me finish.
finish up, man.
Let me finish.
And the
Now, I'm not saying go hard like full on uppercut your kid. No.
Fam, what are you talking about?
I'm hitting. He's hitting, fam. Jammer hitting.
No,
Is
no, hitting. Hitting can be as simple
What are you talking about?
one slap. That's it.
that is still
Nah,
hitting
that's
at the
still
end of the
hitting.
day.
That's still
Yeah,
hitting.
but at the same time,
Nah,
in order to get
nah,
a level of respect you want, you somewhat have to instill a little bit, just a hint of fear.
No.
If
See,
they,
you're
if
done
they,
out.
Really,
You're done
really,
out.
No,
really.
you're
listen,
done out.
DeAndre,
You're done.
You're
Oi.
done out.
Okay, look
I'm
at it
not
this
done.
way.
I'm not
Hold on,
done.
hold on.
Listen.
See,
All
you're
right, let me
saying,
explain.
I'm
Gosh, you
tired
are
of
Let me
see, you're
this
saying
explain.
shit.
Let me
respect is
explain.
fair. You man's are
No,
done out.
no.
Do you think
Wait,
Hitler? Do
I'm
you
not
think
done.
Hitler tried communicating?
The
That
kid
was
is.
Hold
a very
on,
extreme
That's what
example,
I'm
but
saying.
Hitler, he
bro.
didn't try communicating about, listen, you Jews,
Don't talk
move
about
out of
Hitler
this
like that,
place.
fam. I hate that guy. I hate
Hitler
him
was
so
was
much.
was
Everyone,
was
Well,
meant
apparently,
to.
I'm just saying his actions worked.
Hitler was meant to
Yeah, but that's
bring.
fair. That's stupid.
No, it's not.
Everyone,
Listen, man.
everyone was
Compare the people
positioned
in
to.
this country in terms of
Everyone was
achievement and
positioned.
compare the people in China. The education system, it's tough. You don't do your homework, you will get slapped. It's
They
discipline.
don't get homework there.
What are you talking about? You don't understand how much homework. I've seen so many homeworks. They
They
get
don't get
homework.
homework.
They
No, they
get
don't.
homework. They get
Havana,
homework. They get tasks. They
Havana.
have so much discipline there. That's why they achieve 10 times more than people in here. People in here, their parents are like, no. They have
Hold on,
fucking
bro.
child abuse support
It's true.
systems.
Hold on,
Like,
bro.
oh, if you feel like you're getting hit, call this number. What? No, you don't call
Hold on,
this
bro.
number.
Hold on.
You go through that.
Nah, stupid.
Hamza,
Like
I have a question.
hitting
I have a question. Are you here to understand other people's views, or are you just here
I understand, but I disagree because I definitely don't agree with him.
Here's what I'm saying, right?
Well, I'm saying it's a debate,
If
innit?
talking
So,
and love got the work done, then this world wouldn't be messed up.
All I'm saying is, can I go lotion this thing?
What did you say?
What time is it finishing?
I have another question.
Yo, what did
Does hitting your girlfriend help with that? Just like, let's say she does something. It's
Nah,
the
that's
same thing.
different.
It's the same thing.
That's not different. That's not
That
different.
is different.
Tell
That's
me
someone
how's
you're
that
not related to.
So what? What are you talking
In
about?
love. With
You know,
How's
he's
that
short. So you're
different?
saying if your dad is
How's-
you're saying if your dad is misbehaving, you slap him.
How's that different?
Bro,
What are you talking about? How's that
That's not
different?
your kid.
How's that different? Still, bro. That's your kid. Your kid is
Let's
gonna
say-
grow up one day.
okay.
He's still gonna be a human being.
I understand.
Don't say
Hamza's
you
point of view.
understand. Don't say that, Jerry. That's stupid. That's so stupid.
No. Think about it. No. Wait,
So
let me finish.
stupid.
guys,
If you understand, if you understand.
Let me. Hey, let me talk. It's my turn. Sorry.
I've had enough of you man arguing about this.
I'm submit.
Wait.
All of you are going to be different
Jerry,
parents. Now
mute
stop
everyone.
arguing about it. What the fuck?
Innit?
Jerry,
Watch
mute
my kids be
everyone.
better than all of your kids.
All of you are going to be
Whack your
There'll be
kids.
snowflakes.
I understand Hamza's point of view completely. Like
Mm.
adding a sense of I'm in charge. This is how I do it. This is how it should be done. And if you don't listen, this is the implications. That makes sense. Hitting shouldn't be the first option.
Of
As
course,
I said,
that's exactly.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it should be talk, sit down, and if that doesn't work, that's when you have to level up. Okay, you're not listening to me.
None of that
It's
level.
not like a full on back, bring your hand back here, whacking them across, but just like listen to me like that. It's just it's more of
An attention grab
whatever
to
works
grab the
for your
attention.
child. Though, at the end of the day, because
Guys,
children take.
can I just say something? Can I just say something? Why is this even an argument? All of you are going to be different parents. Now shut the fuck up.
Hey,
Wait,
shit.
Tatenda, let me hear you. Let me hear what you want to say.
Who said I'm going to be a parent?
Tatenda, let me hear you.
Yeah.
Trust me, you're gonna be a parent before any of us.
Wait, chill, fam.
What type of parent I'm going to be? All I know is I know the type of role I want to be as a parent. I know what I look for in my children, innit?
What's your standpoint in this topic of debate?
Where do you
You
stand?
want to whack your kid,
Those
whack
are
your kid.
arguments.
I don't give a shit. That's your kid. You want to raise up your kid like that, then that's cool. If you
You're
want
dodging
to
the question.
your kid, then that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
You're dodging the question.
Me, I don't give a shit.
That's not an answer, fam.
You're
About this
dodging the
argument.
question.
Should the education system be allowed to discipline kids at a younger
No.
age?
Education.
No one should touch my kid or else I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, that's fair. No one. It's not me. No one is touching my kid.
You're going to prison.
You're going to pen for no reason.
You're going to prison.
It's understandable. Would you let anyone touch your kid though?
No.
No.
Would you let your kid touch you? Would you let your kid touch you?
No, I would not let my kid touch
Or
you.
if someone kick me doubtful out the call for him.
Kick my out.
No.
But nah, men, I
What's
should say. No, boys.
I was trying to Vaseline this chick. Like, you're done out.
This conversation has been incredible. I do thank all of you for being here today. Of course, we didn't have Tanaka.
Right, I like your house.
Thank you, mate.
Tanaka was working. But has anybody got another question? Anything to say? I will wrap up here. Thank you all.
I feel like this was a good debate.
Thank you all for watching From Boys to Men, episode number 2. It's me, Jerry, your host. I hope you enjoyed the discussion, debates, and everything else in between. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share with your friends, just to watch what's been happening in the mind of some boys to men. Once again, if you did enjoy, give us a like. You know what I'm saying? But this is Jerry, representing From Boys to Men.
Make sure
we'll see you soon in the next one. And thank you.
Squid doodoo.
That's it.
Salam alaikum.